This is Del K. Brereton. Raptors won. Raptors won. I told you they would win. I told you we're on a streak, and I've got more to tell you. But before I say anything more, I'd like you to share, like this video. Please subscribe to the channel. But even better than that, Jericho, my 11-year-old daughter, my superstar dancer, she's doing a Raptor dance. I want you to scroll up. I want you to like her video. Say something nice. She's 11 years old, so please be careful. But say something nice. She's a fantastic talent, and I want to give her some love on my channel. All right, let's get into this Raptors conversation. The Toronto Raptors last night handled the Philadelphia 76ers as I said they would. They figured them out. Nick Nurse's defenses were absolutely phenomenal. Phenomenal. Nick, the things that you were doing on defense last night shows that you are a basketball savant. The double teams that he was running, the forcing the ball, playing the percentages, as the announcer was saying, to say, let's let other guys take the volume shots. Let's run people at these particular guys. Now, still, Maxey had 31 points. Wow. Embiid, I believe he also had 31 points. Wow. Right? But what was the difference? What allowed us to be head and shoulders better than Philadelphia last night? If you look at the statistics, in the third quarter, they had 26 points, we had 26 points. In the fourth quarter, they had 30 points, we had 30 points. That game was won in the first half, but that game was won like this. The Toronto Raptors had at least 5 guys. I believe it was 5, could have been 6, but I believe it was 5 guys in double digits. 5. I don't coach used to tell me, if you can average double digits in any league, you're a good player. You've got 5 guys on the Raptors capable of averaging double digits on this team. It makes us an incredibly balanced team. Incredibly balanced team. If you look down the statistical charts of any other NBA team on any given night, you will see 5 guys are rarely, if ever, in double digits. Most NBA teams don't even have 5 guys that average double digits. That level of parity, that level of balance that we have puts us head and shoulders above the rest. I've said it before and I'll say it again. We have the best front court in basketball. We have the best front court in basketball. Run it down the list. Throw in Boucher now, who's come into the fold as of late, off of injury. Chris Boucher is able to stretch the floor. He's a great defender. He's a rim protector. He's a great rebounder. Okay? And he's tough. And he gives us a whole dynamic that we didn't have. OG, the stone-faced killer, okay? He's able to knock down shots, to play defense, to attack the rim, right? Fearless, with playoff experience, right? Run it down the list. Scotty Barnes, all-star potential, right? Can play inside, outside, and any of the guys I just named can start the break and take off. In fact, every single big that we have, except for Kem Burke, can get it off the boards and run the break, start the offense, initiate the offense. All of them can stretch the floor, except for Kem Burke. Kem Burke is what we need when we're playing against the Embiids, the Bam Adebayos. He's the big in the back. He's holding us down defensively. He's a specific type of player for a specific type of need. I understand that. But every other guy that we have who's a big, and a big 6'8" and up, and guys, most of our 6'8" guys play bigger than 6'8". Precious Achiuwa is 6'8". He plays like a 6'10" guy. Okay, they play bigger than they are. They can all stretch the floor. They're all fantastic on the break. They all can rebound. They all can defend. They're fantastic. And so that's what we have. That's what we bring to the table that's better than everybody else. We bring a team that has 5 guys that can score double digits at any given night. What I loved about what was happening last night, Freddie was turning the corner. He was getting into the cracks, drawing the double teams, putting incredible pressure on the defense and kicking it out. Also, Freddie wasn't a defensive liability yesterday. He was putting pressure on Maxey. I was like, Freddie, you're as quick as Maxey at times on defense. Freddie, getting down there, slapping the ball away from Embiid. He was making himself a nuisance, and he was doing exactly what I love little guys to do, because I hate little guards. But little guards that play like that, that's what they're supposed to do. Quickest guy in the court. He was the fastest guy in the court yesterday. He made sure he put pressure on, and he was doing that Freddie thing with the jump shot. Hitting key shots. You leave me open, I'm going to hit you. Running the pick and roll. You leave me open, I'm going to hit you. You don't leave me open, I'm going to dump it down to my big guy. All right? Didn't see a lot of Christian Koloko last night. Wish I would have seen a little bit more, especially against Embiid, because that's why we drafted him. We drafted him to deal with Embiid. Would have liked to see him play Embiid a little bit more. Moving on. Pascal Siakam. Pascal Siakam is a superstar. And this is why. He only had 20 points, right? Gary Trent Jr. had 27. I'll talk about him in a minute. But Pascal Siakam's 20 points and 11 assists, I believe, came via this. A guy who has developed the capacity to draw defenses in and kick the ball to the right guy, the right way at the right time. My God, Pascal Siakam was initiating the offense as much as Freddie VanVleet. Okay? He has become superb. He has become LeBron James-like in kicking the basketball. And it's absolutely fantastic to see how Pascal is allowing himself to be used in this level. His game is supreme. He is playing at a level that we've never seen before. He's playing at supreme confidence. The jump shot, the pressure he's putting on the defense. It's fantastic. Pascal, bro, that's some of the best basketball I've ever seen anybody play. And I know he's only averaging, I mean, he's probably averaging about 24 now after a 20-point night last night. But he's putting so much pressure on the defense, he's causing more. He's causing more damage than even his 20 points is causing. Okay? And then Gary Trent Jr., I told you guys need to listen to me, man. Gary Trent Jr. is an all-star. Gary Trent Jr. is an all-star. 22 points in the second half because they said, oh, I guess we don't have to cover Gary Trent Jr. What did he go from? I think he had 6 and 21. So he had 27. 6 and 21 in the second half. Gary Trent Jr. is a monster. He's a load, bro. You can't leave that guy open. You can't sleep on him. And so what do you have? You've got a coach that knows how to make adjustments. You have a point guard that has discovered that he can be the quickest guy on the court. You have an off guard, Gary Trent Jr., that can heat up at any time. You have Pascal Siakam, your all-star, your superstar, your best scorer on your team, who has the capacity not just to make buckets, but to make other people better. Okay? And you have a support cast of guys that can get it done. Pascal made sure that Scotty was in that game yesterday. Scotty Barnes had an easy night because Pascal was just hand-feeding him. He said, I'll take care, young fella. Here, boom, 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 boom. My goodness. Listen, when you run it down the list, Pascal Siakam, Freddie VanVleet, you go to Gary Trent Jr., and then you go to Scotty Barnes. That's 4 all-star-like players on that team. All-star-like players. Whatever happens at the end of the year, I don't control that. But guys who are going to have all-star numbers, all-star type nights, guys that you can't sleep on any day of the week, any of those guys can give you 25 or more. Any day of the week. Not every team can say that. Not every team can say that. All right? So we had an amazing showing, and I look forward to more. Also, Lakers 0-4. LeBron saying, yeah, it's my fault. We know that already, LeBron. We know. You're taking the blame because you're the leader. Bro, don't even bother with that. Like, don't even bother with that. You got to take the blame because Russell didn't play last night. So who's the scapegoat now? Who's the scapegoat now? Russell didn't play last night. Shannon and Skip, what are you going to say? Russell didn't play last night. Who's the scapegoat now? Right. Let's put that responsibility where it lies, on the shoulders of LeBron James. LeBron James didn't have any points in the first quarter. He wasn't even shooting the ball. Right? LeBron James is doing that nonsense. You know how LeBron rests? Instead of just actually taking a day off and saying, you know what, load management, LeBron will just run around the court like he's basically going on a morning stroll, passing the ball to everybody. Passing the ball. Here, you shoot. LeBron, you've got to shoot the basketball. You've got to be the initiator of offense in the first and second quarter. Most of these games this year have been decided in the first half. The first half sets the tone. It creates enough distance that you can hang in there for the second half for a lot of guys. Not everybody's got to come back in them. But LeBron is demonstrating again that, yeah, you're the problem, bro. And it's not even a problem. Like, I can't even really call it a problem. The guy's not good enough to be what we want him to be. And he's had a fantastic career. And the Lakers, honestly, the best business that they can have is to trade LeBron. But they're not going to trade LeBron. And I told you why before, and I'll tell you why again. LeBron's merchandise, his jersey, all that stuff is worth probably $500 million to the Lakers franchise. LeBron James on the back, James on the back of a Lakers jersey, the number 6 on the Lakers jersey, that's worth a lot of money. And they're not getting rid of that. And they also want LeBron to break the scoring title wearing a Lakers jersey. They don't want him to break that scoring title wearing anybody else's jersey. He's going to break the scoring title wearing a Lakers jersey. The only guy in the world who wants LeBron to be traded before he breaks that title is Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Because when LeBron breaks the record wearing a Lakers jersey, the conversation is going to be, is he the best Laker? And Kareem, I don't think he wants to deal with that. I think Kareem, his legacy being up there, he wanted to die knowing I'm the greatest that ever lived. Anyway, so that's my time. Bless you guys. Like, share, and subscribe. As I said before, my daughter's page, please like her. That's Jericho, man. Jericho can't dance, but scroll up, give Jericho a little holla. Like her videos. Every Raptors game, I'm gonna get her to create a new. That's a freestyle. She created that on the spot. So she's gonna create something for us. Keep it moving. This is a family page. I gotta big up the family. I gotta keep everybody rolling with the family. All right. But you're my family too. Thanks to all my subscribers, everybody who puts comments in, everybody who jokes around with me, talking about my shoulder tucks. Brother said I wasn't doing push-ups, I was doing shoulder tucks. 7'1" wingspan, brother. 10.5-inch hands. From point to point, that's 7'1". That's a 7'1" wingspan. Hey, that's a lot to move. That's gravity. That's why the gorilla looks the way he looks at a certain age. I'm Del K. Brereton, and that's the real spiel.